This is pure potential in Aries, Leo, Sag to have ambition, determination, passion in all things that you do so that it's bound to succeed. You know, it's called a pure potential Ace of Wands. You know what I'm saying? It's like you plant that, 10 things can sprout at once. It's just how you're going to be able to nurture that, to watch that bean sprout grow into a stalk. You know what I mean? And so then you also got the 7 of Wands in reverse. So you're leaving old ways behind of, I want to say malicious. You're leaving old ways of behind, you know, of old practices and probably your own spiritual beliefs and how you do things, how you're punctual. Okay, you say 8800 or whatever you do, like it was kind of like a stickler for activity. And you're leaving any kind of ways of how you used to be behind. Okay, that's what I want to say for that. I'm going to look right here in my notes because for some reason I was supposed to stay here. And that's why. Okay. Okay. So one thing sticks out to me here is one of my readings I was talking about identity crisis. All right. And I want to say something about that, and we'll go on about identity crisis here being we're women or we're divine feminines or we're a part of a journey where we're supposed to seek love or find that, you know, that missing piece in us. Okay. Our soul is divided. And it's not just in a person we're going to find that, but it's in the missing pieces to be able to understand myself and to be able to understand that person before we come together, understanding our journey. If we're going to have to go off and get some sort of advice about love, or we need a timeout, or we're not curious, we're not asking questions, we're shut off from any part of ourselves. Imposter syndrome is also what this card talks about. There's a stranger in my house. I don't believe, and like we were talking about with mental clarity and mental fog, you could definitely, as you don't see that towel sitting there today, but you saw it sitting there yesterday, the mind and eyes play tricks. And especially with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, you're definitely admitting defeat here. You're admitting defeat. All right. Because you want this wish fulfillment. You want this new start. That's what you've been wanting. And I don't believe it even still had to lie with this person here. There's something that you do need to understand for yourself. And part of the journey was understanding, finally being able to say, I get it now. Like, you know, when we're always like, your parents are kind of always like, oh, she'll learn when she learns, or you don't understand why you're always getting into fights. You don't understand why every time there's a fight broken out and you didn't even start it, why you're always the one being told to be the bigger person, or that's something about you where it's just like, what is it about me? You know, you're finally needing to understand what it is about you. And like I said, not one person can just show you that, but you want a new way out. Also with this 7 of Swords here, and besides imposter syndrome is keeping secrets, right? We know that upright. It's like you're not even scared about, you know, leaving anything behind. You just want to leave. But keeping secrets because maybe you know that there's something about yourself that you need to keep. So once you're leaving this spiritual way or aspect of yourself, once you're leaving this, you know, this military camp here, okay, for the 7 of Swords, military is supposed to give you some sort of discipline, right? There was a reading where somebody's going to be joining the Navy, I think, so congratulations, but it's supposed to give you a reset, discipline. Leaving secretively means that you're not necessarily ready for this wish fulfillment, but you want it. So you're definitely scrabbling. You're definitely like losing some sort of hope. You're acting very desperate to go seek help, to give help, to be something, to do something that you're not equipped to do yet, Divine Feminine. Self-deflect is another one there. Let's continue. The 10 of Cups here is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. So that's pretty legit. I want you to know that's the only thing here that really correlates to me is obviously self-awareness, harmony, love, acceptance, opening up, and you're doing the same thing here at work or with whomever, that, the picture is zooming in on, okay? Whichever, take it how it applies with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or something that you're supposed to understand. There's someone that you're supposed to meet still. There's someone that's still involved in your twin flame journey that you haven't met yet, or you have met. I don't believe you met them, but if you have met them, it's like you didn't even meet them. You wouldn't even know. You may not even be able to remember their face, type of thing, that you're going to have to work with. If there's going to be a new job opportunity, something that's going to be new for you, where you're going to meet and finish this this lesson, and you'll find it in love. You will. This is talking about someone's life literally walking, driving, day to day, skipping a few, months, or perhaps, I'm sure, in your gravel to find this. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Ooh, and then it fell right out of my hand, and the Two of Cups. Who wants to peek out right there? The four, okay, at the top of the deck. But there's still something missing here. Perhaps a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is the one instead of an earth sign here that you're going to need to meet. But you're looking for something, Divine Feminine. You're looking for an answer. You're looking for a direction. You're looking for the time when it's okay to submit to an idea, to submit to a person. Because if you do it too soon, especially if you do it too late, you could miss the whole reason why you were doing this in the first place, and you'd have to start all over. It's really like that. Take it from a water sign. I'm a Scorpio, okay? But there's something here you're missing, and it's standing in between you and your relationship that you want to be in. If you're in a happy relationship, give me a card for that. The Four of Wands. So keep going. If you're going to, you still haven't gotten there yet though, but keep going then. If that's what you want, the person you're with, you shouldn't have to question me about it. And you shouldn't have to question yourself about it. But you'll make sure that you get to that goal here with your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or the person that you are in a relationship with. So that's positive. Your Four of Wands. Keep doing what you got to do, Divine Feminine, to make this relationship work, if it's obviously not in the path of your Divine Masculine. But, Divine Feminine, there's a lot going on here. This is a lot of people's story. This wish fulfillment with the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords is also contradiction. It's like you're going back and forth, whether you start new. But it's like, I feel like some of us are saying, how do we start new when we only know one way? When we only know one way of being. Okay, and we're coming back to this Four of Pentacles, which is right on top of this. It's like kind of like that. This Four of Pentacles is also reevaluating, you're attached with money. I know that's in reverse, but obviously it doesn't look that great. You're all the way away from all these people. You're not even near home. Or if you've built your home out in the wilderness, you're literally away from people. And we commend you for taking care of your money and your assets like you do and saving your money. But what are you working up for? Always do something for a purpose, with a destination, a mission. Never just do anything to do it. You know what I mean? The Fool card I opened up to, Divine Feminines. It's talking about taking risks and having faith, having strength and courage. Though as of a dog, a dog is just like, dogs just don't really have a care in the world, and you'll complete some sort of cycle. I feel like a lot of us are needing to be told to just let go of even believing that we're just going to be keeping secrets. Oh my God, from what I'm doing, from who I am and where I need to be, blah, 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 blah. Your wish fulfillment, though, still here is the Ace of Wands. To have passion and determination in what you're doing. You can still have passion and determination in what you're going to do. Okay. The Tower card is at the bottom of the deck. For some of us, the relationship we're in is supposed to come to an end. For some of us, this is just anything that we're involved in right now needs to come to an end, because we're learning new things. We need to always learn new things. Nothing is to be, just there set in stone. Nothing changes and nothing, forever. No, we're to keep leveling up. We're to keep going back to the drawing board, to keep putting out the best foot of ourselves, our best hands, developing our skills, things that we learn along the way. Let's get an advice card, though, for the Divine Feminine. Please, Spirit, can we get an advice card for this Divine Feminine? We can just choose one Divine Feminine. Just let's get an advice card, something positive for this Divine Feminine. Okay, please, for who's watching, let's get an advice card, please, especially for this wish fulfillment and getting out of that entanglement. Please, let's get an advice card. Advice. Oh boy. The Two of Cups. That's cute. So then we want to go back and talk about what's blocking us from this. Okay, and then we come up with more Swords energy. Geez Louise, Divine Feminines, what is it that we know? What is it that we're keeping back from knowing? What is it that we just don't want to bring into fruition, bring into manifestation? We're on this journey to have found something, and now we found it, and what are we doing? Okay, take that leap of faith. Just go. Why would you just sit here? And this is kind of a terrible energy. It's leaving all that you know secretively, like your parents. It's like a nightmare. This you're living in a circus and you have to leave, but this is where you want to be, but you don't. You're in love with a one-legged eye monster. It's just weird. I don't understand. Take that leap of faith here, because all you're doing is just crying at night for what you know. What you know is going to surface. You know something is going to surface. Ooh, look who's at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. You know something is going to surface. You know it's going to surface anyway. What are you hoping to do? Just sit like this and without, I mean, what? That's going to be more terrifying than anything. All of your visions up on a screen board, and now you're tied up. You don't know how to take the video off. So just, you stand up in front of the class and put the slideshow on and go slide by slide. We're sliding cranes. Okay? Seriously, there's something we're not. So I think for some of us, the sword, the knowledge is missing. Some of us, the Page of Cups, optimism and love is missing. Some of us, our skill development, our money, our security, what keeps us 10 toes down is missing. Okay? Burdens on top of burdens. Guys, I hope this helped with something. If it sparked any questions, please email me at the description box below and we'll get you appointed ASAP. Thanks so much, Divine Feminines. Bye.